If you watched the last video, you're pretty familiar with deals and companies and how they relate to each other and your contact record. Now I'll focus on how to navigate between them. First, I'll remind you of the differences between Quick View, Detail View, and Card View. That'll help all this make more sense. Second, I'll show you how all your records are connected to each other and how to navigate between them in your records Quick View and Detail View. Plus, you'll learn how to navigate between your records from the table view of your collections. And I'll end by showing you how to customize your navigation bar. Let's start with a little refresher on the views I'm going to cover. Quick View and Detail View give you a different way to look at your individual records. Quick View puts only the information you need in front of you so you can see what you need at a glance. Quick View has 3 sections: the overview, your fields, and your widgets. And of course, you get to choose what info you want to see here. Detail View holds all of your saved information. You'll see all of your default custom fields, and they're sorted into sections and tabs. Detail View also lets you manage your customers' transactions and view the records, contact, and automation logs. It's easy to switch between Detail and Quick View. If you're in Quick View, click View Details, and if you're in Detail View, click this Quick View icon. Table View is one of 2 ways to look at a list of records all at once. It puts your information into, I'm sure you'll never see this coming, a table. Choose which columns you want to add in the order they'll be in, using the icon in the right corner. Sort this view by clicking on your columns so you can see the info you're interested in. We do have another way to view many records at a time, Card View, but it's pretty special and that feature has its own video, Card View. Here at Ontraport, we love intuitive naming conventions. The first thing you'll want to do is enable your Deals and Companies feature. Go to Administration, then click the Apps tab. Then toggle Deals and Companies on. It'll take a few seconds to update your account. Once it's done installing, you'll see these handy new navigation buttons up top. You'll also see that this creates some changes in your contact record. So let's look into them in Quick View first. Here's one of the contact records we were in earlier. You can see each contact's related deals here, and over here in the overview section, you can see the company your contact works for right under their profile picture. If you add that company field to the overview or contact fields section in Quick View, you'll see a drop-down that lists the names of all the saved company records in your account. Before you enabled companies in your account, the company field was just a regular text field, but now there is a new relationship set up. You'll have this drop down and you can select from the companies you've saved in your account. When you hover over a company field, you'll see this Go To icon. This will take you to that company's record. If you look over at the widgets section, you'll see a related deals widget and a widget that shows you deals your contact is a primary contact for. Go to any of these deal records, just hover over the deal and click the icon. Now, let's look at those fields in Detail View. You'll see that same company drop-down in your contact information section, and you can also click this icon to go to that company's record. And you can scroll down and find your related deals and is primary contact for these deals sections. You can navigate to your deal records if you add the related deals column to this section. Then hover over the deal and click the icon. You can also navigate to company records from your contacts collection. So let's back out of this record and go back to your contacts collection. You can navigate from your contacts collection to related company records by adding the company column to your collection. Hover over the company's name and you'll see your go-to icon. You can't add deal columns because, unlike companies, contacts can be related to more than one deal at a time. Now I'll show you a company record. Your company record will show all the information about the selected company. That's pretty straightforward. Like with the contact record we looked at earlier, a company record will have a list of all the contacts who work for the company, and it will have a list of deals this company has in your sales pipeline. I'll start with Quick View and show you the widgets for navigating to related contacts and deal records from your company record. You have this Related Contacts widget. You'll see the contact we were just looking at, as well as all other contacts in your account that work at the same company. To go to any of these contacts records, just hover over a contact and click that Go To icon. You've also got a Deals widget that shows you the deals this company currently has in your pipeline. Click here to go to that record. Since companies can have more than one deal going on at a time, but a deal will only be associated with one company, these objects have a one-to-many relationship. Let's take a look at where your related deals and contacts live in detail view. Right below your company info section is your related contacts section. To navigate to any of these records, hover over any of them and click the quick view icon on the right, or click on any of the columns. Below the related contacts section is your deals section. You can navigate to those records in the exact same way. To navigate to your contact and company fields from a deal record in quick view, add your company and primary contact field to your overview or deal fields section. Now that I have two related fields next to each other, you can see these links use your object's navigation color. Pretty cool, right? You know how to use these links to navigate to the records. So let's move over to your contacts widget. Here are all the related contacts for this deal. Just click the icon to go to any of these records. Now, let's look at this record in detail view. Right up top in the deal info section, there are the links that take you to your related contacts record and your related companies record. Directly below that is your list of related contacts so you can jump to any of those records. Now, let's take a look at the records you can navigate to from the table view of your deal collection. Remember that you can only add columns to the collections if your field has one value saved. That means that from the table view of your deals collection, you can only navigate to your related company and primary contact. Just add the company and primary contact column for easy navigation to those records. You can see how all these records are connected to each other. Here's a quick recap. A contact works for a company, and a company has a list of contacts who work for them and a list of deals they have in your sales pipeline. A deal has a primary contact for your sales team to reach out to and close a deal, and each deal is related to a specific company. Awesome. Now with all these related records, you can also send emails from those records to different groups of people. For example, you can send an email from your deal record that goes just to your primary contact or to all the related contacts. To learn how to send emails to the right person or group of people, check out our Support Center article on the Send To field. And finally, I'll talk about the main navigation bar. You can change the order of what shows up in your navigation menu and choose which items you actually want to see. Go to your profile icon and click Administration. Then click the Personalize tab and go to Customize Navigation menu. Just hover over the item you want to move, then click and drag the arrows to the right position. You can also change the appearance of each item by selecting an icon and color. The last thing I'll show you here is how you can click the Hide This Menu button to remove it from your navigation bar. But you can always add it back with the Add Item button. When everything else looks good to you, just click the back arrow button and your settings will be saved. And that's deals, contacts, and companies in a nutshell. Now you know how these records are connected to each other, how to navigate between them, and how to customize your navigation bar. Now it should be easier to get around in your account. Dig in the rest of the videos in our Tracking Opportunities with Deals series to learn more about this awesome pre-built system. You'll stay on top of your sales goals and ultimately boost your bottom line.